Medical coding isn't a dying career. There are thousands of opportunities for medical coders in the United States alone. Trying to find those job opportunities online and understanding your options can be challenging though. Have you ever wondered what kind of jobs you can get as a medical coder with a certificate? Is getting a certificate even worth the effort? Well, I have news for you. Hi everyone, I'm Matt from eTactics, and today I'm going to share 6 jobs for medical coders with certificates. Before we get started though, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. While you're down there, hit that alert bell icon next to it as well, so when we post new helpful content, you get notified. Now, a clinic coder needs to assign appropriate medical codes based on the documentation. They will need to know information about diagnosis, procedures, and demographics. It just depends on the clinic's policies. The average pay can range from $45,000 to $70,000 per year, and there are nearly 26,000 clinical coder jobs on ZipRecruiter listed right now. What kind of certifications will you need before you can apply for such a position though? CCS, RHIT, CPC, CCA, and the COC certifications. To be a risk adjustment coder, you need to prove you know how to read a medical chart and assign the correct diagnosis. Since you will experience a wide variety of cases in the workplace, you need to know the ICD-10-CM codes. You also need to know regulations about compliance and reimbursement of the assigned code on the payment models. Someone with this job title can have a salary ranging between $50,000 and $75,000 per year. Since this position is very technical and specialized, there are fewer job opportunities compared to the clinical coder that I previously mentioned. Right now, there are about 350 jobs listed on Indeed for risk adjustment coder positions in the United States. Risk adjustment coders need to have specific certifications. Many organizations say that applicants need to have a CPC, AHIMA, or CSC certification in order to be eligible for this position. An outpatient coder needs to have a detail-oriented mind. After all, they will be working in areas like anesthesia, radiology, pathology, and more. They also need to know information about assigning accurate medical codes for diagnosis, procedures, and services performed. Additional knowledge needed for the medical position needs to include medical codes and the regulations involved with coding. Knowledge of anatomy, physiology, and medical terminology is also mandatory here. An outpatient medical coder can make anywhere between $60,000 and $70,000 per year. In the United States, there are 400 positions posted on Indeed right now related to this position. What kind of certifications will qualify you when applying for this position though? Many places prefer COC certifications, and many will accept CCS, CCS-P, CPC, CIC, RHIT, and RHIA certifications. Anyone working as a certified home health coder needs to know the ICD-10-CM system and coding guidelines. They will need to know how to evaluate and change documentation related to ICD-10-CM codes, know concepts of human anatomy, physiology, and pathology, and know OASIS processes. There are over 140 home health coder jobs in the United States on Indeed right now. Someone in this position can earn anywhere between $45,000 and $60,000 annually. In order to work in such a position, an applicant must be certified in home health coding, National ICD-10 coding, National OASIS, or a combination of all three. Someone who wants to apply for an anesthesia medical coder job needs to meet some specific requirements. You need to know about all of the CPT codes for surgical cases, the proper use of modifiers common for anesthesia, and to properly determine time units and total units related to anesthesia codes. You must know the rules and regulations of Medicare billing, including but not limited to incidents to, teaching situations, shared visits, consultations, and global surgery. You must also know medical terminology, including anatomy and physiology. Someone in this position can earn anywhere between $40,000 and $55,000 per year. If you need to find a new employer, ZipRecruiter has over 150 jobs listed for this field. In order to work as an anesthesia medical coder, you need to have the CPC, CCS-P, or the CANPC certifications. A combination of all three would work too. You need to be able to read and understand physician notes when working as an emergency facility medical coder. Since you are also working with ED physicians, you need to know the codes related to surgical procedures, laceration repair, fracture care, foreign body removal, and thoracentesis procedures. To work in an emergency department, you should be familiar with a multitude of topics. This includes the coding of moderate sedation, time-based coding, denials, and much, much more. Do you want to have this job title? Well, a good place to start is on job boards, and on Indeed right now, they have over 250 jobs listed on their website. Someone with this title can earn $45,000 to $60,000 per year. What kind of certificates should you pursue in order to work in such a position? There is a long list, so hold on tight. CEDC, RHIT, RHIA, CCS, CCS-P, CPC, and COC certifications are all the certifications an employer may consider for an emergency facility medical coder position. Now, if you'd like to learn more about certified medical coders, reach out to eTactics. And you already made it this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below. Well, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to our YouTube channel.